Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily Tesla report for Tuesday, May 5th, 2026. Let's take a look at the charts. This is the big picture weekly chart spanning some 2.5 years or so. And it was the testing a month ago last Friday, that we tested this 345.29, a 1-year channel bottom, actually. It had been a 2 to 3 month objective a couple of months earlier when we closed below its sister formation that is at 439.92. Both of these levels still have meaning. This could define our two-sided framework, slightly rising as we continue into June, July, August for the next few months. If we were to close below 345.29 in the coming weeks by a full 1% margin, that red line, 341.85. Then we enter a 3 to 5 month sell signal that is similar in duration to this December high to the present. Then anticipating the mid 220s, 225.13. We're not there yet. In fact, this 345.29, I've been mentioning how it actually could potentially contain selling for the year itself. And from here, we can round up into what is significant long-term resistance in the 540s, not shown anywhere over the course of the next, 3 to 5 months into later year, on the way up 439.92, which is considered an objective, a 2 to 3 month target following the testing of 345.29. We'll have something to say about all that. We could top out at 439.92 through June, fall away, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Now, inside of that, we do have a descending channel top on the weekly chart that has been containing the buying pressure for the last 3-4 weeks. And you could say that it's also still doing it this week, Monday. We did push through it. 394.64 was the high. And, we are like right there, 392.56 last from what I could see. So there is no buy signal on an intra-week basis. I have no problem buying the market on an intra-week basis with a settlement above 392.66. But what clarifies this signal would be a Friday settlement of the same. And so on an intra-week basis, I don't have this labeled here, but the high that we placed a couple of weeks ago is 409.28. And I have that as an intraday resistance. So, it's kind of like pick your spot. If we do get a settlement, say today, Tuesday, above 392.66, and we begin to pull away and you do not go long, you're kind of waiting it out, I think closing above 409.28 is signal enough. That is then likely we will get the weekly settlement above 392.66, and this becomes a 2 to 3 week rally to 439.92, where once again we could top out, through June by that point in time and fall away. So that's kind of how you could play that. If we close the day above 392.66, if we close the day, if you look closely upper left, our high was 394.64 on Monday. If we close above Monday's 394.64 high, that in itself could foretell upward follow through. What we have is the Friday activity. And Monday's trade is inside of that, is an inside day. And so taking out Monday's high violates that, disrupts that potential pattern, and should result in upward follow-through. Nothing is certain, of course, but what I'm trying to talk about here, and I know we get these questions a lot, can I act during the week on a buy signal above a weekly chart formation? And the answer is yes, but you need to employ, I think, a more active, strict risk management. And so whatever that means to you, I don't like to take more than a 2% hit on any particular endeavor. So if you buy Tesla, put in your 2% stop loss. That could be really difficult if you load up on Tesla. But if it just comprises, say 10% of your trading portfolio, 1% drawdown would be a 10% move in Tesla. That's kind of more like it maybe on an intra-week basis. Closing above 392.66 at the end of this week, and yes, even perhaps on an intra-week basis, signals 439.92 and climbing over the next 2 to 3 weeks. On the way up, we do have, let me find the chart, 418.04. Now, I wouldn't expect this by Friday's close, but we have seen that kind of activity here recently. So if we close clearly above 392.66, and if you'd like to throw in 394.64 Monday's high in the mix, fine. Yes, we could potentially, by Friday's close, reach 418.04, where we could top out on a daily basis. That is a 50% upside retracement from the December high against the more recent April low, but it's just sort of a hesitation point, I think, on the way up to 439.92. Now, downside.
If you're finding value in this analysis, it's only a glimpse of what we offer. Your real trading edge starts at wickedstocks.com. Each week, premium members receive 2 high-probability stock picks. Each one comes with a complete trade plan, including exact entry, profit target, stop loss, and regular updates so you can manage the trade with confidence. You'll also get daily video analysis in the top traded markets, the SPY, the Triple Q, and NVIDIA, highlighting the key price levels, trends, and trade setups we're focused on. Whether you're day trading or swing trading, these insights help you zero in on the highest quality opportunities with clarity.
Start your 2-week free trial and trade with clarity from day one.
If we break 392.66, I mean, we're right there. So if we open below 92.66, that does allow 380.95 today. That is a steeply rising, very short-term channel bottom. I don't think it has much meaning. You could bottom pick it. But it doesn't really, even if we close below it, holding below 392.66, let me get back to that because this gives it context. Holding below 392.66, unable to settle above it on a daily and certainly weekly basis, will keep 349.29 in reach again. In fact, that is a play you can be part of. You may already have sold 392.66 and now you're holding it for 345.29 as an objective where you can cover that short position or reverse and go long as we move into June. So that is what is the play right now. It's just that we're so close to this that we may see an intra-week violation. But we've got 364.76 still. That is a downside 5/8 Fibonacci from the 2 April extremes that still are intact. So 364.76 still has some meaning. It can contain daily selling pressures. If you're looking for a 3 to 5 day swing trade, you're short below 392.66, expecting 364.76. If you're looking for a 2 to 3 week swing trade, you're short below 392.66, expecting 345.29. Inversely, if we close above 392.66, your 3 to 5 day swing trade actually shifts up to 418.04. Your 2 to 3 week swing trade shifts up to 439.92. It's about as simple as that. I could have started with that, and this video, rather than 7 minutes long, could have been 30 seconds. But I am going to leave it at that. Please click like, share, subscribe. Check out wickedstocks.com. I will be back tomorrow, of course, with Wednesday's Tesla.